It's the $1 Million Organizer Show, tips for professional union organizers. Win more campaigns, balance work and family, and leave the competition in the dust. Now here's your host, Bob Odie.
Hello, union organizers. Welcome to episode number 52. Today's topic, double-breasted shops. What are we referring to when we talk about a double-breasted shop or a dual company? It's a company or companies that have a non-union side where employers do not work under a collective bargaining agreement and a union side where they do. Is it legal? It could be. I'm not a lawyer. To find out, seek the counsel of a qualified and licensed attorney in your area. Well, how can that be? Isn't there a Union Security Clause in place that prevents such a thing from happening? That's a good question, and you should find out. It's usually spelled out in the collective bargaining agreement. Let's face it, even if there is a Union Security Clause, some contractors and companies play fast and loose when it comes to contracts. They'll push the envelope, so to speak, until they get caught or penalties add up and get so expensive they can no longer continue. As organizers, we may need to do some research. We're looking to establish whether these are two separate companies or not. Is one just an alter ego of the other? For example, doing business as, fill in the blank. Some of the questions we might ask ourselves. Are they of the same industry? Are they tied together financially? Could one exist independent of the other? Do they have different owners or managers? Are relatives or close family members involved? How are the businesses similar or different from each other? Do they share the same customers? Do they use the same tools and equipment? Do they share employees? Are they performing prevailing wage work? And perhaps most importantly, can we prove our findings? Now, before we get overwhelmed, let's think long term. This may take some time to establish. Just remember, time is on our side. Start asking some tough questions. Interview past and present workers. And don't give up. Contract language tends to get more stringent over the years. Unions need to make sure agreements are written in a way that take these updates into account. Employers and their attorneys are always looking to exploit any loopholes that gives them an edge. Did they find one? If your local union has a compliance department, you might be able to hand over your findings to a compliance officer who will investigate the matter. If there's an awarding agency, especially the federal government, there are all kinds of resources you might use, including certified payroll and Freedom of Information Act requests, etc. Like most of these situations, no one's going to care as much as the workers do. Get them involved. Ask if you can make copies of their pay stubs. Compare the amount they receive on the check with that which was reported. Don't forget to ask workers if they were required to give any money back to the employer in the form of a kickback. This does happen, especially on prevailing wage jobs. Imagine if you could prove wrongdoing. The IRS would be interested. Often it's the organizer that has to do all the legwork. You knew that, right? Eventually we'll hand it over to someone else so they can take the victory lap. That's okay. The important thing is to get the workers any back pay they're owed. This is how organizers can help level the playing field for legitimate employers. By doing so, union companies can remain competitive and continue to pay higher wages.
Thanks for listening. We hope that you'll subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts or anywhere you listen to podcasts. Give us a 5-star review and let us know what you'd like to hear the $1 Million Organizer talk about. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram @Union Organizer. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.